Okay, Mr. Biden, if I can.
Sure.
Questions and controversy continues today about Hunter Biden, your son's.
There is no controversy about my son. It's all a lie. It's a flat lie because the president has nothing else to run on. If you notice, while American people are talking about what's happening to their families, he has no plan. In the debate, he has no plan. Everything from the Wall Street Journal over every other major news outlet has said what he's saying is simply not true about my son.
It's not true? Interesting. So I'm of two minds on this whole Hunter Biden situation, as you know. I would say I've discussed it, but I expected this. Yeah, sure. Hunter Biden is a total screw up, and the guy was making money off of his dad, and everything that was said about that before was true. I mean, in the grand scheme of things. It's gross. It's corrupt. But I am also here to tell you that this is a conservative media and base fixation that I just don't believe is going to make a difference in this election. I felt that way all along. Doesn't mean it's not worth covering and talking about, as we have. It's an interesting story. It shows that the Democrats are putting forward a candidate who is clearly ethically compromised, and they don't care. First, in my mind of all this is that it shows that the mainstream, or the mainstream media, but also the major tech platforms out there on social media, Twitter, Facebook, they were willing to suppress this story at the absolute peak of an election. So that's a lesson that I hope we apply to the future and take action on. But if we're thinking that this Hunter Biden thing is, that putting out more emails that show just what a messed up, sad individual of poor judgment this Hunter Biden is, it's not going to do anything. It really isn't. I'm telling you. I know people say, oh, Buck, you don't know that yet. And there's all this frenzy around it. And the conservative media ecosystem is really focused in on this one. I just don't see it. You think that people care about whether they believe Hunter Biden is gross and corrupt, or they care about who they think is going to be better at managing the economy next year? Better at dealing with COVID, right? These are the big questions that move people one way or the other. I just don't think Hunter Biden really matters all that much. It reminds me a lot of Benghazi. Now, that was a very serious incident, and we obviously lost 4 brave Americans. And if it was not for the heroism of some former military contractors overseas, we would have lost a whole lot more people in that incident. And it was gross dereliction by the Obama administration, by Hillary Clinton specifically as Secretary of State. But does anyone really think that cost Obama any votes? Or Hillary any votes, for that matter? Really? There are a lot of things that cost Hillary votes. I don't think Benghazi was one of them. But we spent a lot of time on that one. Trey Gowdy built a whole career just pounding the table. Well, I'm going to get answers on Benghazi. Yeah, sure you are. So, Lindsey Graham with the Durham probe, a similar idea. We're going to get the answers any moment now. Just watch me tonight on cable news and we'll get the answers for you. I just don't think the Hunter Biden story is going to make a difference. And I'll tell you this, if Joe Biden wins, nothing bad's happening to Hunter Biden or anybody else involved in this or around this. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So you can just forget about that too. People are like, oh, but there'll be more revelations. You think under a Biden administration, anybody in the Justice Department is going to touch a corruption case involving the president's son? See, what they accuse our side of doing, the kind of despotism and authoritarianism that they say that our side is guilty of, once again, they're actually guilty of it, right? Meaning that the regime protection is going to be a top consideration. And it's funny because Kamala's out there saying the opposite of what will be true, which is that a DOJ under a Biden administration won't be there to protect the Biden administration. Play 10. I'm sorry, play 11.
There is a huge difference between Joe Biden and my perspective on the Department of Justice and Donald Trump. We will not have a Department of Justice that conducts itself as the personal lawyer of the president, such as the way that Donald Trump has done. And whoever leads the Department of Justice, if we win, is someone who will be independent and will make the decisions based on whatever in their discretion with the facts and evidence they have is appropriate without any interference from the White House, period.
Well, we shall see. Well, actually, hopefully we won't see because Biden won't end up winning. But I can tell you this: if you want to worry about reprisals and payback from the Justice Department, just get ready for what Biden's team will do when they come in.
Hey, Team Buck, thank you so much for watching The First on YouTube. If you like this video, please click that little thumbs up button so then it will log as liked. And also, if you want to see more great content from The First, please click subscribe.